So today we're going to be ranking all of these companions. Now we're not going to do all the Big Finish ones because let's face it, I may like Big Finish, but I'm not a Big Finish nerd. So, shall we just get started then?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to start with Romana. Romana 2.
Romana 2. You go first.
So, I think out of both Romanas, she's probably the best Romana.
Agreed. Definitely.
Probably, I don't want to say the best female companion from the, at least from the later Fourth Doctor stories. She was definitely the best companion. But overall, I would say she'd probably go in either good or great. At least for
Put her
me.
in good for now, and if we feel something else, then we can always move her.
Yeah.
What about
So next up we have Graham.
Jamie? Or we could do Graham?
No, we're gonna do them all in order. So
Okay, in order.
yeah, so Graham.
While I feel he was alright in season 11, he's really, I'd put him in good as well, because, season 12, he's kind of
He's in the back seat right now.
yeah.
And I love
I
I love Graham.
I wish he would become, the first companion, because he's so good. Ooh.
Honestly, I love Graham. Out of the three companions that are in the TARDIS right now, he's my favorite.
No offense to Yaz, she's nice, but I wish she would go away. Ryan is kind of just there as a plot device.
Yeah, honestly, in my opinion, 3 is too many.
2 is the maximum.
Yeah, 2 is pushing it. 3 is too many. It only worked in the 60s because they wrote it. That's how they wrote it to be in the first place. But at some point, it stopped working.
Yeah.
So next up, we have Martha.
Martha Jones.
Yeah, no, this is a tough one, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Okay, so
This is so difficult.
let's look at her TV stories. So Smith and Jones was good, right?
It was great.
Yeah,
It was a great episode.
yeah. Shakespeare Code is really good. I like that one. I mean, series 3 overall was pretty good. She was also in Torchwood.
She was amazing in Torchwood.
Oh yeah, she was fantastic in Torchwood. But oh, where are we gonna put her? Gosh darn it!
We should have a role for undecided, or we could just leave them down to the bottom, and
I can always add a new row.
that works. Yep.
We love you, Martha. We just don't know where to put you right now. So next up, Ace.
Great.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She goes straight into the great.
Yeah.
Top notch. It's no question about it.
As the last companion from the classic series, she definitely was one of the best.
She did finish it
yeah, she finished the classic series finished strong, but especially at least on the companion side. I wish we could have seen at least one more season on TV with Ace.
It's kind of sad.
I know. Next up we have Donna. For the record, I really, really like Donna.
I like Donna, but I just... She reminds me so much of my wife, and that scares me. But...
Catherine Tate's cool though. I've met her at conventions. She's really nice.
Jealousy. It's
Like I remember the last couple times I've gone to her panels, she's actually had people come up on stage to ask her questions. That's honest. She's honestly fantastic, Catherine Tate. So
we're not talking about Catherine Tate, so I don't know.
do we want to put? Oh, I want to put her in either probably great. I would say
Yeah, let's put her in great.
Sarah Jane Smith.
Fantastic.
Obviously,
No question about it.
No question.
Straight up. Next.
Sarah Kingdom.
All right.
Yeah,
I have to put all right. She's not bad. She's.
I just wish we had her episodes on that still existed. I wish her episodes still existed. But what we do have is okay. Like episode 5 of Master Plan's alright. Episode 10 of Master Plan's. Meh.
I'm sure there are episodes where she is utterly amazing.
Oh yeah. Like episode.
And there will probably be some where she is. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, you're fine.
Say she is utter shit in some episodes.
Like honest, and she's okay in Big Finish from what I've heard. She's okay in Big Finish. Next up we have Nardole. Now, when I heard he was going to be back for Series 10, I was concerned. I was very concerned. But then after Return of Dr. Mysterio, I was like, you know what, he might be okay.
Should we put him into good for now and see how we feel?
Yeah, I'd say we could put him in good. And then we have Bill.
Bill Potts.
I really liked Bill. I liked her more than Clara.
Yeah.
Then again, I like a lot of these. I like pretty much everybody else over Clara. But we'll get to Clara in time.
Just cleaning glasses.
Do we want to put her in undecided too?
Let's put her in undecided.
It's like
I think by the end of it, that row's going to be full more than any other one.
yeah. Harry Sullivan.
I wasn't a big fan of Harry Sullivan. Just like in general, he had 1 or 2 episodes where he was like, mwah.
Yeah.
And then the rest were kind of.
It's like he felt like a third wheel.
Yeah, pretty much like Ryan in the current series.
Yeah, like Harry, I would say third. He is a third wheel, and I would put him in. I would put him in Matt too.
Yeah.
Steven Taylor. No, go ahead. Say what you need to say about Harry.
You know, like, he's not, oh my god, like, get out of the TARDIS, like, I don't want to see you again, but he's not someone that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
he's kind of just there.
I think though he did produce a lot of funny moments from everybody else. Like, I think I watched Ark in Space the other night.
Oh.
And
great.
I love the bit where Sarah Jane threatens to spit in his eye if he calls her old girl again.
I think that's one of my favorite Fourth Doctor moments, not going to lie.
No, one of my favorite Fourth Doctor moments is the bit where, in Revenge of the Cybermen, where the Doctor just screams, "Harry Sullivan is an imbecile!" Oh my god.
Welcome to the crazy channel where we all just laugh.
Yes. Okay. Steven Taylor.
Steven Taylor. Let's just put him in all right, I guess.
He's alright. Like, like I like Steven. He's probably the old like one of maybe no, because Ian argued with the first Doctor too, but Steven argued with him more.
Hmm.
It's like because
There's one fiery
Steven's
red. No, there's two fiery red-haired ladies that argued a lot more than him, so.
not with the first Doctor.
No, not with the first Doctor, but just like the Doctor in general.
Steven was just one of those people that didn't put up with the Doctor's bullshit.
No, because if you're going to mess me about, I don't want you.
Okay, next up we have Ian. Ian Chatterton. No, Chesterton. Chesterton. Oh. They didn't have blooper reels back in the day. They just left them in.
He's not as good as like Romano O'Brien, Graham.
Graham O'Brien, yes.
But he's not as.
But I'd say we put him in the alright tier.
For me, he's in between alright and good, but that doesn't exist, so, you know.
I'd say if we had to put him somewhere, alright.
Alright, okay.
Next up we have Handles.
The scenes that he was in, he was great.
Yeah, I
but
love
he
Handles.
Just wasn't present that much. What did he had like 5 scenes, that was it?
Yeah. Do you want to put him in does not count then? Because
yeah, he wasn't really there for the whole episode. He was kind of just.
and I love Handles. I really do. But
You may hate me if you wish for saying this, but he was here for the laughs and the tears.
yes, you're
That
right.
was-
You're right.
yeah.
And that's honestly, I'd love to have my own little Handles. My own little Cyberman head that just spouts knowledge and reminds you to hook up the phone to the console unit.
Remember, Angela, you have to plan that lesson for tomorrow. Please, no more drink. Plan it now.
Okay.
I'm sure my wife gets tired of that like, on the daily. Anyway.
So next up we have Vicky. I like Vicky.
I'm going to leave you to do this one.
Like, I'm just glad pretty much all of her stuff exists. Because I really like Vicky. She's great.
You're doing great.
But is she better? Is she on the same level as Ace and Donna? I don't think so. So I'm gonna have to put her in good. She's good. Now, she's what Susan should have been. Speaking of Susan, I'm gonna already.
If she is, let's just put her in alright.
Vicky is what Susan should have become.
Or even been from the start.
Yeah, or should have been from the start. And I really like Susan later on in like the Big Finish stuff.
Mhm.
But in the TV show, she was just the kid that got into trouble.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Alright, Victoria.
Alright.
Just alright?
Just alright. I don't feel she's particularly, you know. I'm okay with her being there. She's a little bit interesting, but she's not, you know, like she's not someone I'd want to watch. I'd watch her if, you know, like I had to, but I wouldn't.
And I love season 5 of the classic series with where she basically is, and all those stories are great. But Victoria is alright. I agree, she's alright. Ryan Sinclair.
Get off my screen! Ah! Just... oh my god!
As much as I like Ryan, he's just there. At least at this point in time, he's just there.
Just leave! Just knob!
Yeah, at this point, at this point, his story's been told, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've heard, he's signed on. Like the actor who's playing him, Tossin Cole, is signed on to do another show. So he might be leaving.
Thank God. Nothing bad about the actor, you know. He's a good actor, but
yeah, he's a great actor. But it's just his story's already been told. He's okay, like, and I like Ryan, but he's at this point he doesn't need to be there anymore. So next we have the girl from Christmas Carol.
When you're alone, silence is all you know.
And as like I really like Christmas Carol, but do we want to put her in doesn't count for now?
For now, let's.
Honestly,
now, I really want her to be in like Good or Great or something.
But do we really count her as a companion though?
I see someone you've missed out.
Oh?
If you're going to put Abigail in as a companion, where is...
Kazaran?
No, not Kazran. Kylie Minogue.
Oh.
Voyage of the Hand.
This isn't my list. I just found this. I was like, that works. But you're right though. She should be on here. If they're putting Christmas special, if they're putting specials companions on here, then she should have been on here.
She was good.
She was really good. She should have went off with the Doctor instead of becoming Stardust.
Let's move on before any tears come out.
Yeah. Rory. I think he feels kind of like Harry, and in like he's a third wheel. Plus, he died a lot. He died more than was necessary.
I think that was honestly just a Moffat, like, oh, I need to kill someone. Let's just kill Rory again.
That was just a Moffat meme. That was the meme of the day. Rory died again. Meh. Next up, Zoe Harriet.
Zoe.
I love Zoe. She's definitely better than Victoria.
Put her in good.
Yes, absolutely.
Archie, nope. Alistair Lethbridge Stewart.
The Brigadier. But does he count as a companion though? Let's think about this. Did he ever really have a trip in the TARDIS?
No.
Yeah, like and I love the Brigadier, but he doesn't count. Like we all love the Brigadier. If you say you don't like the Brigadier, you're a liar.
You can go watch another video.
Yeah, you can go watch another video. Goodbye. Have a good day. But he didn't have a proper trip in the TARDIS with the Doctor. He doesn't count.
He should have.
He should have had at least one. And 3 Doctors doesn't count because the TARDIS didn't do it, because the TARDIS just got sucked up. Next up we have Leela. She was okay, but
Celeste Bikini was hot.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But companion itself. I just put her in all right.
Yeah, I would too.
She's not.
She's nothing special, but at the same time, she was okay.
Yeah.
Clara Oswald.
Get off my screen.
And
fuck off!
Oh
We've
my
had
god!
So much time.
Yeah, exactly. So her era started off bad, It was okay. Series 8 was okay. She was okay at Series 8. Series 9, she overstayed her welcome.
That's when the slope started to slip.
Yeah. She should... Clara Oswald should have been gone at the end of Series 8. That's how you write a companion exit. How you fuck that up is doing what they did in the Christmas special and bring her back.
Mm-hmm.
And then... I feel like they... Like, you don't... And they did not just botch her exit once, but twice. They killed her, brought her back, and then gave her a TARDIS. And made her immortal. I just hope... Well, the universe hasn't imploded, so obviously the Time Lords found her, took her and put her back, so... As far as I'm concerned, Clara Oswald's dead.
Thank God for that.
She is dead. Also, do you want to know how her era just started off really bad? So, if I've gone on record saying if the Snowman was how you write a companion introduction story, the Bells of St. John is how you do not write it.
Mm-hmm. Awkward silence.
Sorry, my sister's asking for math help.
Chameleon.
Chameleon. Does he count?
Not really. Do you know the story behind why they wanted him in the show?
No, I don't, actually.
So it was a producer or manager or something, I don't know. But they heard that they were doing like these robotic, like programmable moving robots, but something went wrong and either they couldn't code him properly or it was cheap and kept falling apart or something, I don't know, but he was only there for like 5 episodes.
No, so here's what happened. So they wanted Chameleon, but then the person who knew how to work it and made the thing died. So then they were like, oh, well, we don't have the means to make it work, because he was the only person who knew how to work it, so they decided, well, we're just going to write him off. And then, of course, people started noticing that, hey, where's Chameleon? So Chameleon just didn't work for the time. It probably could work. It probably could work today, just
it
not
wouldn't be very exciting, though.
Just not in 1983. Not in 1983 or whatever. It just didn't work.
I'd agree.
Like, honestly, anybody who's and the writers for both the stories Chameleon featured in on TV, they're both dead now.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who worked with the
Chameleon
robot
is
is
just a
dead.
talisman of...
Yeah, exactly. In the end, Chameleon ended up dying too. Joe Grant.
Joe Grant.
Honestly, the perfect companion for the Third Doctor.
No doubt. Like,
I'm tempted to put her in great. Do you want to put her in Fantastic?
Fantastic. She was... Oh.
Yeah, I'd say she's on the same level as Sarah
And
Jane.
props to Katie Manning, who was almost completely blind while doing the whole thing, because she couldn't have glasses.
Oh.
Like, almost completely blind.
Jeez.
Amazing work. Amazing, amazing work.
Honestly, her companion exit made me cry.
Yeah.
Her exit in the Green Death was sad. Alright, Ben Jackson.
Alright.
Alright?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing special about Ben. He's okay.
Not really.
Rose Tyler. Honestly, I ran into this same problem when I was doing this earlier on my own. I was like, where would I put Rose?
With 9, she's just...
with the ninth,
good,
with the Ninth Doctor,
I'd
she's
say.
okay.
But, like, with 10, she's great, borderline fantastic. Like, oh.
Really? Honestly,
Yeah.
I think out of all the
So
new
that's
series
pretty
companions, she's one of my least favorites now. In retrospect, she's okay. but she's not like but on the same level as Donna and Ace. I don't think so.
Yes.
I would put her in just good. Like she's on this level, but she's not on this level. Yasmin Khan.
Yasmin Khan.
I like Yaz. I like what they're trying to do with her in the series right now, but she's honestly a meh. Like she didn't get anything to do in series 11. She's getting.
She was kind of
like,
just there to go. Oh my God, Doctor, you're amazing. Oh.
Do you know what I find hilarious? Everybody and their mother on Twitter is saying that, oh my God, Yaz did something rebellious. Oh, she's possessed by the Master. I'm like, what? Where did that come from? What the hell? She's gonna betray the Doctor and get kicked out of the TARDIS.
I mean, it's not like we've never had companions do that before.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll get to an example here soon enough. But, well, he's not on this list. But you remember Adam from the Ninth Doctor era, the one who had the little bit and open up the little door in his forehead. Exactly. And he got kicked out after one trip. He's on other companion lists that I've seen on here. I don't know why, because I put him in does not count. But, anyways.
Grace Hollery.
Grace. I've also gone on record saying that the TV movie is very underrated. I love the TV movie.
I do. Some bits which are just so, like, oh.
There are moments that make me go, why?
Yeah, and then, like, the flip side of that is why would this even stay in? Good. Just put it in good.
She's good. Like, she doesn't make me she's not the greatest, but
she's pretty good.
Yeah, honestly, for the only attempt for Americans to write Doctor Who, she was okay.
For Americans to write Doctor Who?
Yeah, the TV movie was done for American television.
Yeah, I know.
Like
it's just the way you said it, like, for Americans to do Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Oh, sacrilege.
Because I'm sure the BBC will never let an American write for the show.
Was it Tom or was it you maybe who said?
Yeah,
there was an American writer.
Yeah, who went and made a bunch of ideas, did some scripts.
Yeah, and they said if we wanted an American writer for Doctor Who,
it wouldn't be you.
It wouldn't be you, honey.
And they did a thing with, and he even went out and got Neil Gaiman to help him do it. Mm-hmm. That's what surprised me. I was like, he got Neil Gaiman, somebody who's written for the show, to help him with his scripts. I'm like, why BBC? Why are you doing this? Honest, I bet if they got those same ideas from Neil Gaiman, they'd be like, "Oh yes, we're doing that. Let's do it." I'm actually kind of sad Neil Gaiman never got to write for the 12th Doctor. Big Finish, get on it.
Yeah.
Perry.
Send him a memo.
Yeah, Perry. Purple Gillian Brown. She was okay with the 5th Doctor, I think, especially in Big Finish. But with the 6th Doctor, on TV they argued like cats and dogs.
Put her in there.
She was okay. I don't have a problem with Perry. It's just like, but I don't have anything good to say about her either. Her exit though was good.
It was actually.
Like,
it was quite good.
Until they reversed it and had her go off with your Kanos. With Brian Blessed. Mickey Smith. Do we want to also put him in meh?
Let's put him in meh.
He was nothing special.
He had his moments, but
he had his moments. But
I like when they went to the parallel Earth and
to Pete's world, yeah.
And then he went to visit Grant, and she just whacked him over and over.
Whacked him over the. River
Good
Song.
times.
Yeah, River Song.
Great.
Okay.
She does
I'm half
quite
tempted. I was
exactly.
half tempted to put her in does not count because she's not like a regular companion. She just does what she wants because that's how she is. That's River Song. Does what she wants because that's what she wants to do.
And her storyline is so great.
Oh yeah.
It's
Like, we'll put her in great. I love River Song. Alex,
the entire concept of the Doctor and her going opposite ways of time is just so
yeah.
amazing. No words.
Yeah, Liz Shaw. She was another tough one because she only had 4 TV stories. Appeared a bit in Big Finish, which I haven't listened to. At least none of her stuff. But I'm just half tempted to put her in all right, just because she wasn't a good like match for the Third Doctor like Joe was. Like she even said so herself. The Doctor needs somebody to stand there and hold his test tubes. You know, and she's not that person. She's a scientist. She's smart. She knows what's going on. She knows just as much as the Doctor about what's going on.
I kind of think that like a companion for the Doctor needs to have no clue what's going on.
And that's kind of also why I liked Bill. Because Bill, like, she was outside looking in. And that's why that's another problem I had with Clara. She knew too much. She knew way too much. So maybe we could put Bill in the alright tier. We still don't know what to do with Martha. Poor Martha. Amy. I will say she's better than Rory.
She's
So,
much better than Rory, but
do we want to put her? My only problem with Amy and Rory is that they stayed too long. Like they stayed half a season too long. Honestly, if they
I'm putting just in good.
just in good.
She's not bad enough to be in all right, but she's not, amazing enough to be in great.
Yeah, she's not River Song.
just-
She's not Ace, Donna, River tier. But
Tegan,
yeah, Tegan.
the gobby Australian who was trying to get to Heathrow Airport.
Just they possessed by snake demons and whatnot.
The whole scenario of her, like, how she came, they broke down and she sort of was a police box, so she went in, she got lost.
Yeah,
So that's a really, really good way
to just introduce a companion.
to just throw someone in there
Yeah, just like
and have it work.
yeah. And I loved her exit too. She just was like, "I'm done. I need to go."
She's one of the few companions who've actually done that, properly.
Yeah, like Martha did something like that too. She said, "I've got to call it quits." Clara Oswald couldn't do that. The only way out for her was death. Yes, this is a Clara hater video. So Tegan. So where are we putting Tegan? Do we want to all right or good?
Your decision.
Good. And while we're at it, we could put Martha in good too.
Martha in good.
Polly. Oh, she had her moments.
Again, I'm split ends about Polly. Just like this everyone else in the alright category.
Yeah, it's like I like Polly, but I would put her with Ben. She's alright.
It looks like it's a complete picture, so that's really cool.
Wait.
No, other way around.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Turlo. He was interesting for 3 stories. And then maybe Planet of Fire.
Nah.
Yeah. It's like
Just put him in there.
if he was given more to do in just on TV, it would have been nicer. Like, he had the whole thing with the Black Guardian saying, kill the doctor, but after that, nothing. The only other thing I remember him doing was being in Five Doctors, and that's it. I don't have anything to say about Turlo.
Have fun editing all of the awkward silence bits out.
Oh, I know. This is gonna be fun. Nissa of Traken. I think. I would put her on the same level as Tegan.
Yeah.
I think out of these two, I'd say Nissa's better. Katarina. Now, this is based on listening to the Big Finish story, Daughter of the Gods, but I'm gonna put her in alright.
Okay.
She was done, even though she was only on TV for like 4 episodes before she got blasted into space, she was done very well in Daughter of the Gods. I really liked how they did Katarina. I legit at the end of Daughter of the Gods, I almost cried because it was like, that's so sad. Adric, now he's tough. Like, he doesn't make me upset like Clara does, but he's still one of the worst.
Meh.
Meh.
Nah. But
he's not as bad as Clara or Ryan. He's just annoying at times. He had his moments. Like everybody else in the Met tier, they have their moments, but he's just meh. Young Kazran doesn't count. Automatically doesn't count. Because the Doctor just used him as a way to save Amy and Rory by changing his personal history. So.
Which, by the way, kids, is something you should never ever do.
You can't rewrite history. Not one line. Unless you know what you're doing. Half the time, people don't. Mel. Mel was useless.
There were some stories where she was... No, carry on.
Mel was honest, so they say Mel was like a computer programmer. Did you ever see her near a computer once?
Nope.
Most of the time, she just screamed and got in trouble. I'm sorry, but get off my screen, Mel. Do you want to know something interesting about her cat?
Perfect.
She was stunt casted. She was casted as a... Yeah. John Nathan Turner cast her as like a publicity stunt. And boy did that work. And how well did that work out? Dodo. Well, for starters, I'm gonna say right now, Dodo's exit sucked. She just kind of disappeared at the end of the War Machines and was just at halfway through War Machines, and just never showed up again.
She was like, "Bad bitches, I'm out."
No, she got possessed by Votan, got knocked out by something, and disappeared for the rest of the story. All that was left was a note that said, "Hey, I'm not going with you. I'm gonna go stay in the countryside for a little bit." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because that doesn't seem sketchy as hell.
But she doesn't. But from what she did do on the show, it's like, meh. Honestly, it's like, I don't have a problem with her like I do with Clara and Mel. Ryan, he's in Meh tier, but he's kind of in the lower Meh tier, which is why he's on the get off my screen.
He just needs to get off my screen. Because that's how he could be improved.
Jamie McCrimmon. Automatic Fantastic. Automatic Fantastic. He's probably he is the best male companion. Period. The end. Out of all the companions, he is the best male companion. Like, he and the second Doctor were just buddies. Like, he didn't have that with Ben, you know? Like, the second Doctor wasn't, like, really buddy-buddy with Ben.
Like, wasn't really buddy-buddy with Ben.
No. But Jamie and the second Doctor were, like, the best team. Just, period. Just out of everybody. Jamie McCrimmon. On the same level as Sarah Jane and Joe. Mike Yates. I'm gonna also say he doesn't count. Same thing with Benton. Yates and Benton don't count, but I love Sergeant Benton, and then Yates, he's okay.
Now, either I'm uncultured, or I've forgotten. But did the Doctor ever have Pingu as a companion?
That's not Pingu, that's Frobisher. So, Frobisher is one of those expanded universe characters. He appeared in comic books with the Sixth Doctor. He was also in a couple of Big Finish audios. He's a shape-shifting penguin from, I don't know where I can't remember where he's from, but he has a fedora and he solves mysteries with a film noir voice. Doctor Who was crazy in the late 80s, okay?
A shape-shifting penguin.
Honestly, and so one of the fan films I was working on, they wanted to have Frobisher, and I was like, okay, Frobisher's all right. I'll put Frobisher in the all right tier because let's be real, you can't go any crazier than fedora wearing penguin who solves mysteries. Barbara. Do we also want to put her in alright with Ian?
Yeah, and Susan.
So, the majority of the 60s companions are in alright.
Pretty much.
And I like Barbara just as much as I like Ian. But you can't have one without the other, I guess.
Yeah.
I've almost forgot. Ian gave us the great meme, London 1965. That's a good old meme. I love that one. K9. K9's another really tough one.
I would say he's good, borderline great.
We can put him in good then. It's the same thing with some of the other characters on here. It's like, if you don't like K9, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
It's like every kid wants a K9 unit. Like, I want one. Because honestly, who wouldn't want a robot dog? Missy automatically goes and doesn't count.
But she's fantastic.
Yeah, Michelle Gomez is fantastic. I've met her too. She's like the nicest person.
Yeah, you don't have to rub it in. It's not my fault no one ever comes to New Zealand. Captain Jack.
I want to put him in great.
Put him in great.
Yeah, let's be real. Nothing. It's like, of all the people on here, Jack Harkness is just... he's shenanigans personified. I think that's the no, that's just John Barrowman in general. Like, he's come to my local convention a couple times, and I went to his to his panel. Do you want to know what he came out in? Like,
was it a dress?
A TARDIS dress, yeah.
Was it by any chance?
A TARDIS dress and heels.
You can edit in the video if you want, but was it by any chance this one that I have as a saved GIF?
Let me see. Yep, that's it. I fucking love John. John Barrowman's just the best. If he ever comes around to New Zealand and he's doing a panel, go. Just go.
Oh, I will be.
Oh, actually no. When he was like the time before, so when I went to my first con, he was here, and I guess he was doing So let's do story time. So story time. John Barrowman, last time he was here, he did like the time before the last time, he did like an extra thing, like a 21 and over, like let's get drunk and have a party thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was at one of the hotels downtown. Apparently, so on one of the buildings across from the hotel, like this, I think this lady had like her window open or something, and she was in a state of undress, and everybody down at the party was just looking up, just looked up at her and started waving at her. Just big smiles on their faces and everything. Honestly, John could probably tell the story way better than me. I love John Barrowman. Is just he's an international treasure. And last but certainly not least, Romana 1. Do we want to put her in good as well?
No.
No.
Alright.
Just alright?
Just alright, I think.
That makes sense. Like, she's not on the same level as Romana 2, because more people talk about Romana 2 than Romana 1. But then again, like, the whole key to time thing was, like, really long and complicated and stuff. And it didn't end well. So... And Romana 1 just up and disappeared. So... But there you have it. That's how we rank the companions.
If you like how crazy you are, please leave a like. Feel free to check out my channel, where I have a whole of 2 videos.
It's like, don't worry, there will be links to everything in the description below. Do you agree with us? Do you agree with us? You probably don't.
Yes, I agree.
They should. Well,
do you hate Clara as much as we do?
Do you hate Clara as much as we do? Leave a like.
Disagree with anything we've said? Leave a like.
Leave a like. Leave a like, and tell us why we're wrong in the comments. Until next time, thank you for putting up with our madness. Goodbye.